What's going on, guys? It's Aiden25 here, and I want to cry in the next episode here of Gran Turismo 7. As you can see, I have 86.7 miles driven because I went to go try to do the last race for our weekly challenge here today, because that's what I was going to do to start the episode. And it's the hour-long race at Spa. I did not know that it rained two separate occasions in that race. I was absolutely doing phenomenally. I I saw that I checked the radar, and I think it was about like lap 6 or 7 or something like that. And I noticed that rain was coming, and I'm like, okay, well, I gotta try and fly around this lap then so that I can be as close to having to pit as possible when the rain starts, because I knew it was gonna start that lap. And thankfully I was like on the last quarter basically of the lap, and like I think I was in 3rd place, and I think I ended up falling down to 4th, but it is what it is. But got in, whatever. Leader was like 20 seconds ahead of me still at that point to begin with somehow, but whatever. But none of them put wets or intermediates on. They kept their slicks on. They just came into pit just because. So obviously I was able to just blitz by all of them, and by the time they went into pit to reset their tires and whatnot, I had like a 40-second lead, which was phenomenal. And then obviously the rain stopped, sun came back up because it was daytime, because it rained like all during the night basically. And then I was like, oh yeah, cool, whatever, we can I'll just go in, put my slicks back on, we'll be good to go. If they don't come in after me, then I'll gain even more. I'll gain that ground right back on them because I'll be on slicks and with better grip, and they won't. And the next lap when they come back in, I can just keep on rolling because I know I'm going to be good on fuel because I've been on lean, blah, blah, blah. Well, I was already basically halfway down the front stretch when rain started the second time at about, I think, lap 15 or so, with 15 minutes left of the race. So yeah, lap 15. And I'm like, oh. And, I really should have just said screw it and backed up. But I was like, oh, well, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'll just try and run a lap. Yeah, well, that was the dumbest thing ever because everybody else was still on their intermediates, basically. So they were able to still race almost at full speed. And I got lapped because it took me like 5 minutes to get back to pit lane. So I got lapped, and, yeah, it just genuinely flustered and frustrated me, so I don't want to do that again. I don't want to waste another hour, especially because I was very confused at how all the editing would be to begin with anyway. But yeah, and I don't even want to do any endurance races right now because like that 30-minute one there, because it just is not sitting good with me. So I guess what we'll do is we can hop in and we can stay with our Supra and jump into here. Ooh, excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. That sneeze snuck up on me. Okay, I guess we'll just go off to we'll start at the left and work our way right. So we'll go to Barcelona here. And do I have mediums on? Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's why I have the daily workout already done, because I definitely got my daily workout in, that's for sure. But yes, that really does blow, and I'm like not okay about it. But it is what it is at the end of the day, I guess. But so yeah, we're gonna try take 2 of getting an episode done for today. And it really, I mean, granted, I wasn't talking the whole time for like the entire hour, because obviously I'm not gonna keep the whole entire race in, because there was a stretch of time after I got into 6th place where it was about like a lap or 2, if not a couple more than that I was like chasing down 3rd place or 5th place, I'm sorry. So obviously, if I'm just logging laps and nothing's happening, then I'm obviously gonna cut that out, which I did. And then I jumped back into it when I had caught 5th place, and then for some reason the leader was like still 20 seconds ahead of like the whole field. So once I knifed my way through to second place, I made a cut again up until I pit, I think. Alright, well, I don't remember, but you guys get my gist. Like, anytime that nothing was, like, basically how I do the regular races, you know, I make a cut once I get the lead, and I show the race up until I get the lead type of a deal. Just with the leader having such a large lead, and also even second through fifth having a big lead on sixth, I had a couple other things to cut out. And then obviously, you know, once I got the lead, because the leader stayed on slicks with the rain, you know, I just made a cut until I made my next pit stop to put the slicks back on, which obviously I guess I shouldn't have done, but I kind of had to because my wets were starting to kind of wear down a little bit. But either way, I did save the video though, and I am going to look at it. I think I'll give it another go tomorrow. For tomorrow's episode, because, you know, I'll have a day to de-stress and de-irritate myself, because I genuinely was pissed that happened to me. Like, seriously, genuinely pissed. Because it's not like it was my own fault, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I was a clerical error on my part. Like, I didn't know that was gonna happen. I didn't know it was gonna rain again. I mean, I guess in hindsight, I knew I was gonna be good on fuel, so I should have put the radar back on, but I didn't think I was gonna need to, because usually in a race it doesn't rain more than once. It either rains and then the rain's here for good, or it doesn't rain at all, or it rains once and then, you know, once it stops, it's done. You know what I mean? It never rains a second time. So I just wasn't expecting it. But, you know, I mean, I know what to expect now, and I'm gonna like flick through it before I record tomorrow's video, so that I can know, you know, roughly when, you know, the rain's gonna come the first time, and then when it's going to come the second time, so that I can hopefully put a better you know, pit strategy race together. But yeah, so, and I did want to tell you guys, just because these races are slightly on more complicated tracks and a little bit more intense, at least the one on Spa was, I probably should switch it back now. But I did flip my controls back to X and square, just because they're more comfy for me. And I figured for an hour-long endurance race around Spa, which is a decently tricky track, that I absolutely, oh, my bad, dude, I didn't mean to run you that wide. I ran a little bit wider myself than I was expecting. That, you know, I probably should, what is it? I probably should put myself back to where I'm most comfortable, since I'm still absolutely learning the ways of the triggers. So yeah, and I just forgot to put it back for this. But again, Barcelona is a kind of tricky track for me. It's really tight and technical, so I don't really want to be training myself how to do that at a track like this. So, oh, I do not want to be on the outside right now. I can't believe that I made that work. I mean, granted, oh shit. Okay, never mind, I didn't make that work at all, because it completely messed up my next turn there, and I gave up both the spots that I was about to gain. I mean, I'm about to get them right back right here, but still, a little bit of argy-bargy there. Good old Calvin Fish, I love that guy. He's so funny. One of the greatest guys in the booth. Oh, that was a nice pass. In the IMSA races on NBC and USA and Peacock, you know, because they're all conglomerate. But yeah. So now this is exactly how it was at that hour-long race at Spa. I mean, granted, I'm only 5 seconds behind 15, I'm sorry, seconds behind the leader, not 20, but Like, the top 3 are just gone. But, I mean, I'm gonna keep the race, I'm gonna keep this in just because I'm about to pit in a lap, you know what I mean? Like, it's on, with Spa being the hour-long endurance race, you know, there's not a time limit on laps, so I kind of, like, if it wasn't for the rain, I was just gonna stretch my fuel all the way up until I ran out, basically, and then come in and pit, but with the rain, that obviously threw all that up, but here it's, I obviously don't, with it being just 10 laps, I don't want to, you know, run until I'm out of fuel, because... Well, actually, I wonder if that would work, because then I'd only have to go in for a splash. Nah, I'm still not gonna, I'm still gonna do my usual strat, hit on lap 5, you guys know the drill by now. But, I actually have never thought about that with these types of races, because, like, obviously, you know, everybody else is going to pit, and they're going to fill up. And if I just take a splash to get me through, like, a lap or two... Because if I go 4.5 more laps, right, that'll put me on lap 8. Pitting on lap 8, basically. And, I'll only need 3 laps worth of fuel at that point. Or no, because I'd be... So I'm starting lap 5 right now, so lap 6 would be 3 laps of the fuel, lap 7 will be 2 laps, lap 8 will be 1 lap in a bit. So I can actually run to lap 9 if I wanted, and then I just need to take 1 lap's worth of fuel, but I don't know what type of a lead I would get on these guys in that sort of time, especially since I'm already behind as it is. That would be interesting to try one day, though, just leg it out and pit as late as possible. But I also know they're not changing tires because they absolutely have hards on. But I don't know if I'm gonna change. I probably should, because my left front's actually kind of worn. So I'm probably gonna go full service. But that'll honestly probably help me as well, because mediums have better grip than hards do to begin with. I've said this a million times. You guys are like, Aiden, we know, shut up. But mediums have better grip than hards do to begin with, and fresh mediums would absolutely do better than slightly worn hards, since the base tires do better. So if I can get up to second before I pit, great. If not, I'm not that worried, because I'm pitting this lap regardless. And as long as if I can possibly get to 10 seconds or lower on the leader by the time I hit pit lane, that'll be great too. But again, if not, it's not a big deal, because I know I'm not going to need that much fuel to get me through, because I'm only going to have to run 5 more laps. So that's all the fuel I'm going to need, is just 5 more laps. I don't know where that pit lane entrance is for Barcelona, though. I hope I didn't miss it. Oh, it's right here. And the leader's pitting now too, actually. Okay. I mean, he got there before me, and he's probably not changing tires since he has hards. So, and I potentially might be taking less fuel than him, but he'll probably make up for that by me changing my tires. So, because he's already refueling, and I'm not even at my stall yet. Yeah. But I mean, I am going to take less fuel than him regardless, but he's still already out. So, okay, let's see. So I just need 5 laps. Bing, bing, boom. Probably still took a little bit more than I needed. But I still have the freshest tires. So I did decide to put on fresh mediums. So I think I will be okay. Slightly concerned that I dropped all the way down to 15th. But I also know that basically everybody else has to pit, so at the same time I'm not that worried, and I know that I've got fresh mediums, so my grip is going to be better than everybody else. Okay, so Portillo only is 2 spots ahead of me, but I don't know how far up. Get off the damn rumble strip, Aiden. I just don't know how far up the road that is from me as of this moment in time. I need to pass Bishop so I can see how far ahead of me he is, because I want to see if I at least gained. Oh yeah, I had to have gained on him, because I can see him up the road from me. And he was 10 seconds ahead of me before the pit stop happened. So let's see what type of Let's see what type of ground I made up on him. I mean, granted, you know, he potentially could have, oh shit. He potentially could have came out into a hornet's nest on track of traffic that I didn't. But I also did just notice he passed somebody else too, so joy to the friggin' world. And I let Bishop get right back past me, because I'm driving like a nunce right now. But I should overtake everybody in the pits, that's fine. And Portilla's... Okay, I think I do... I'm pretty sure I still, like, absolutely did gain on him. At least even being back on track with the fresher rubber, because he's right there. And I couldn't even see him before, because he was as far as ahead of me as Ordonez is ahead of me now. Yeah, so he's only 2 seconds ahead of me. I mean, that is running a lap on track too, but I absolutely gained on him because of that pit exchange. So that is good. And I'm sure that Ordonez is gonna. Oh my God, Aiden, get off the damn rumble strips, bro. Oh, I try to get too much out of that brake zone. I do this every friggin' time. Like, I get so stressed that I have to try to, like, pass people, like, right away when I still have, like, 3 whole laps left of this race. And it's not like he's running away from me. So it's like, I have plenty of time to track him down, but it's like, I panic and like, oh my God, I only got 3 laps left. Acting like that's a short amount of time and that I have to beat him, like, now. And I lose so many races because of that. Like, cause I'm genuinely probably about to pass him in turn 1. If I don't pass him before then, and if I don't pass him, like, on the front stretch. But yeah, I'm about to pass him before then, yeah. So, just as I thought. And I'm sure Ordonez is probably going to pit this time by. So, I won't have to worry about taking the lead. Yeah, he pit. So, we're Gucci. Oh no, he didn't. That's crazy. He's running this lap. He's running this race long. Yeah, he didn't. He's right there. Well, that's cool. I mean, I'm definitely going to pass you because I know I got better tires than you. You've got 8-lap-old hard tires, and I've got what? 2-lap-old mediums. Yeah, that's definitely a net win for me. He's running the beautiful little GTR though. That's nice. Ooh. Yeah, come on, big fella, get out of my way. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'll cut out these last couple laps, and then I will catch you guys when the race is over. Alright guys, race is over there. Wasn't too bad, of course. I ended up actually running like the I think laps 7, 8, and 9 all back to back to back. I ended up running consecutive best laps of the race, which is crazy. So you see there, my lap 9, minute 48.3. Pretty good, I guess. You know, I don't know if that is actually good, but you know, sounds good to me, right? But that's awesome. So we're gonna hop into another race here. I'll stick with the same category. We'll continue on with the World Touring 800. Why not, right? 15 laps around there. How big of the track is it? Yeah, that might take a little bit longer than I want it to. So let's skip over that one for a quick second. Obviously skipping that one. 10 laps around here. That might not be that bad. Or 10 laps around Autopolis. Maybe we'll do these. Yeah, why not? We can do the 10 laps around here. I don't think this track's all that long. This video might be a touch longer though. Well, actually, you know what? Oh yeah, because I got 10 minutes left after I cut out that race, but that's fine. If it's a little bit long, that's fine. Who cares, right? More content's more content, right? Oh. Am I going to be able to do this race without pitting? Oh, guys. I might be able to just destroy this race. I mean, I'm really going to be asking a lot of these medium tires, but even if I pit just for tires, then I mean, because obviously if I stop, I'll gain fuel, right? Because remember that one race where I accidentally pit when I didn't mean to, or not that I didn't when I didn't mean to. I pit when I needed to, but I accidentally like said no to everything, so I didn't change tires or fuel, because I wasn't gonna change tires on it, but I pressed X too fast, so I also said no to taking fuel. But if you got that was a while ago, and it was at Circuit de la Sarthe. I remember that, but I can't remember if we were doing one-off races or if it was for a menu book. But either way, that had happened. But I ended up like, because I needed to pit for fuel, but I ended up accidentally saying no, and but oh shit, and I had to obviously then pit the next lap, but I was able to get enough fuel because I ran that little bit of a stretch at pit road speed. That wow, I took that so bad. That was so wide. But yeah, I was able, since I took that little stretch at pit road speed, I was able to save enough fuel to get me through another lap at least, which was good. To then where I could then pit. But so even not taking fuel for the race, I can do that if I feel like I need to change the tires. But I mean, yeah, I only have 9 laps left of the race, and I got 11.5 laps on fuel. This track's actually really good for fuel save. So I think we just ride around until everybody pits in probably like 4 laps, and then we'll be golden. So I mean, I would think that worn mediums would give me about the same amount of grip level that hards do, especially because they'd be at least slightly worn by that point, right? So yeah, if I can, oh my god, if I can get off the damn rumble strips and actually drive my car. But if I can like get up through the field, but like in a couple laps before everybody starts to pit, I'll be able to stretch my legs. And there won't even be a contest. Oh! Thank you, Hizal, for having your car be right there, because I so was about to run wide if you weren't there. So sorry for the shoulder, though. Did not mean to bump you out the way like that, my guy. Appreciate you, though. I really do. I'll take you out for dinner, for a nice steak dinner after I get done winning here. How about that? Cause you helped me get there, and you're probably gonna finish in where you're at. So it's the least I could do. It's the least I could do. Oh wow, Fraga set the best lap, and he's running in 3rd, huh? Oh no! Oh wow, Bishop set the best lap. I don't even see him. He must be in the top 5 somewhere. Top 10 maybe. I actually think they're running faster than me. Yeah, they are. We're running identical lap time. Well, okay, I'm about a second faster, but that's really not that much faster. I mean, granted, I am on lean, and I'm not very good at this track. We've raced here a lot lately, between the weekly challenges and finishing off the last couple menu books of when we were doing them and stuff. This track popped up a lot, but I still suck at it for some reason. I'm getting better at it, I think, the more that I run on it, but I'm definitely not good at it, to say the least. I definitely need a lot of work on this track. I mean, I need a lot of work just in this game in general, let's be completely fair. But this track is definitely not one of my strong suits, to say the least. Especially that corner. I don't think I've ever really ran that corner well. At all. Ever. Any time that I've raced on this track. that was because of the medium tires right there. That I was able to hold that line like that. If I had hards, I would have been up a friggin' creek. I would have been just along for the damn ride. Okay, so I did not slow down enough there. Good to know. Okay, so Bishop just went up to me again. But I just went up to him again. Okay. It really is a good thing that I don't have to pit because of how not good I am at this track, I'm actually not really gaining on these guys like at all. So it actually works out pretty good in my favor that that we don't have to pit. Ran a little bit wide there. That wasn't too good. So, I mean, like what? I've gained like 10 seconds on these guys, and I've only moved up 8 spots. Well, I've gained 10 seconds on the leader. I mean, but I've only moved up seven spots even. Okay, well, I think I might have even slowed down too much that time for that corner, but that was better, at least, I think. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna let these mediums run out. And we're just gonna run this race because I mean I'm absolutely immaculate on fuel. I might even honestly be able to turn my lean down a little bit, you know. I don't want to because I don't want to risk that. But like I mean I'm so good on fuel. Like I still have 9 laps to the good on fuel, and we've only got 6 laps left of this race, which is absolutely phenomenal. But honestly, that probably means these guys are doing pretty decent on fuel too. Obviously, probably like not as decent as me because you know they're not running fuel save like me, or like on lean like me. But hey, it's a Master Sullivan Lexus. That's so cool. I didn't know that paint scheme was in this game. Well, I guess I shouldn't say the paint scheme. I didn't know the car was. That's awesome. That's a tip of the cap to IMSA right there. The Vassar Sullivan Lexus. Is it the 12 or the 14? Well, I saw green stickers on the spoiler, so maybe it must be the GTD entry. So it's got to be that's the 12. I'm pretty sure. I think the 14 is the pro entry. I tried to do that without contact, but when I cut down, I was a little bit too good because of these medium tires. Although they are really worn, but I mean my left front's going to be non-existent by the time this race is over, but I'm so okay with that. Cuz I mean like we're immaculate on fuel. So, as soon as these guys pit, it'll be game over. Yep, there's one. Bishop just went in. I wonder though if I should. Well, I mean, I guess I shouldn't cut yet because I'm not in the lead yet, per se, and I don't necessarily know when these guys are going to pit. I just obviously know that they are going to, but I don't know when. And really, I mean, I'm only 15 seconds, or I am 15 seconds behind, so I don't think that's necessarily a guarantee that I'll leapfrog the leader actually while he's in the pits. So I kind of need to put my foot down, pick the pace up a little bit. I have been in traffic though, so I mean that has been kind of decently annoying and somewhat slowing me down a little bit, but okay. I got a little bit too ambitious on that corner. I just wanted to see really what I could do there though when I didn't have people in front of me. That probably would have, I mean it probably would have gone better if my grip was a little bit better than it is. My left front's going to be gone by the time this race is over. Absolutely non-existent. Maybe I should pit for tires, because maybe, I don't know. I probably should have still actually pit for tires on lap 5. Oh well, doesn't matter. This pit road is awful though. Like the entrance to this pit lane is so bad. I messed it up so bad in with that Toyota GR1 car when we were doing the GR2 menu bug. I could not believe I messed up the pit road entrance that bad. That was hysterical though. It was embarrassing though. Let me tell you guys, like I was so embarrassed like when that happened, because obviously like it was still on recording because, you know, I hadn't gotten the lead yet because I was just pitting. Yeah, that was so embarrassing. I mean, thankfully, I mean, and it actually really almost cost me the race. Thankfully, that Toyota's as fast as it is, and you know, obviously, my tires being mediums and them being fresher than what my competition was is the whole reason I won, because I nipped it at the line. Like. That was a wild race. Spoiler alert if you guys haven't seen that episode. I guess I should have started with that. But yeah, that race was wild as anything. Oh, easy there, cowboy. Okay, so I think I'll be able to pass the leader when he gets into the pits, because I'm about 10 seconds behind. Less than even now. Yeah, so I'll absolutely, if I'm assuming he's going to be pitting this time, right? Because I mean, there's only 7 laps left of the race. Or I'm sorry, we're on lap 7 of the race. There's only 3 laps left, so he's got to be pitting now. If he's not, that's crazy. Wow, he's not. That's crazy. What? Wow. So maybe I'll maybe I'll make a cut now since I'm just going to be running behind him. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to cut into an 8-second lead in a lap. But so maybe I just cut now up until he gets into the pits, and then I'll show myself passing him, and then make another cut to the end of the race. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll catch you guys once I get him caught up. Alright guys, I'm right on his bumper. He actually has not pit yet, which is mildly concerning. Oh, got him on the crossover. Let's go. My tires are gone though. Like I'm very concerned about my tire wear, but I mean there's only 1 lap to go, so I mean, and I've made my bed, so you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be what the fuck it is. But he has not pit yet, which is slightly concerning to me. I wonder if I put this up a little bit more, how much fuel I go through. Like, can I put it on 1? Oh yeah, so he's not pitting at all. Okay. But I think I can leave myself on max power now and be good to the end of the race. So at least I'll have maximum power output to try to stretch my legs away from him. Because obviously, you know, my tires are not too good, but they're holding strong for me. They're holding strong for me. And obviously, if I can, if I put myself on max power output again, I absolutely have way more horsepower. than he does. So on the parts of the track that I can actually put my foot down and, you know, let myself run, I can definitely pad my lead. Then I'm going to give up by having to really take the corners slow. So that's nice for me, at least. Yeah, this video is probably going to be a touch on the longer side, though, guys. But that's okay. I mean, it makes up for me missing a couple days this week because of not feeling good and whatnot. So I'm still just so mad I wasted that hour. Like, because now everything, like, all of my videos today are going to be pushed back so much later because of that. And it's like, dude. I mean, it's not like I have anything else to do today myself. So, I mean, like, it's not like that it's affecting my day at all. But, like, I like to have my videos get up around about at a certain time for you guys. But I guess, you know, that just is what it is. It's crazy how much tire deg really impacts your lap times. It really is. But yeah, that's another race done though, which is nice. And now we can go redeem our roulette tickets and stuff, and get ready to wrap up this episode. And then, so I'll give that race at Spa another go tomorrow. Once, like I said, once I give myself time to woosah myself from being irritated by the fact that it went so poorly for me. Oh well. A little bit of moolah, never a bad thing. I don't know why I was about to say never a problem. Never a bad thing to get a little bit of moolah. And then this is just it's gonna be something that I don't even want. Yep, something I'm never going to use. All right. Well, anyway, guys, like I said, I think it's a good place to wrap this part up. Once again, I'm going to try to remind myself to say this in the beginning of the episode, but I will be having the playlist linked in the description for this series and all of my series from henceforth onward. So if you guys missed any episodes or anything like that, or you want to rewatch some stuff that was cool that you liked, or I don't really know how many tips I can give, but if you want to get some tips on how to beat some stuff, you can go back, obviously, and rewatch and everything, and so that'll be down there, too. But yeah, so if you guys did enjoy this episode, please leave a like down below. I'd greatly appreciate that, and click that subscribe button if you guys are new. And with that, I will see you guys on my next episode. See you later, guys.